Hello, and thank you for joining us for our Watches and Wonder talk on Montblanc watchmaking. I'm Nicolas Baritsky, Montblanc CEO, and I'm delighted to be able to take you through some of the exciting novelties coming out of our manufacturers, as well as sharing our vision for the year ahead. I'm glad to be joined by Jörn Kengelbauer, Editor-in-Chief of Robb Report Germany. As you can see, our discussion is going to take at a safe distance, of course. Well, it has been a busy year in the world of Montblanc watchmaking, with a continued focus on drawing inspiration from the rich heritage of Minerva to create new timepieces for an ever-expanding customer base. Before I introduce those new pieces, I want to spend a few moments taking you through our strategy. Our watchmaking strategy is clear and simple and consists of three pillars. First, we are staying true to our vision of leveraging the unparalleled legitimacy of Minerva and a heritage that goes back over 160 years. It is the focus for everything we are creating, and this exceptional and pioneering legacy of Minerva inspires and strengthens everything that we do. Secondly, we have simplified our collection to 5 product lines covering sport, classic, and ladies segments to make it more readable for our customers. And in every line, first you have the flagship pieces, all in limited edition, manufactured in our Minerva manufacture, where we are manufacturing some of the finest traditional handmade and highly hand-finished watches, such as the chronograph monopusher or the famous exotourbillon. Second, we have a very strong offer in unique complications using our special in-house developed Montblanc movement. And finally, our core offer with Swiss-made industrialized movements that allow us to offer technical content at competitive prices from below 2,000 to 5,000 euros. To end this presentation, I would say that while the assortment is comprehensive, what is also extremely important for us is to build a series of hero products which are recognized by our customer as the face of Montblanc watchmaking. One of those is the Geosphere in the 1858 line, but definitely I'll be telling you a little bit more about this shortly.
One of your key launches for 2020 is the 1858 blue. What was the source of inspiration behind this striking blue color and this line itself?
Overall, our 1858 product line takes inspiration from 1930s military chronograph watches. Linking to Montblanc DNA, the overall theme is mountain exploration, which inspires that line, which is in fact the 3rd year now. From the historical pieces, we kept the very legible dial, the details, as the use of printed luminescent Arabic index figures, as well as the cathedral-shaped hands, linked to the use of materials such as steel or bronze to add a vintage spirit touch. This year, it made sense for our Geosphere hero product to find inspiration from the icy landscape mountaineers have to face. We are presenting this timepiece in blue with contrasting white details inspired by the icy colors of glaciers and its translucent colors that can range from the purest white to the deepest shade of blue. The case of the watch will be in titanium, and 2 versions will be available, one on a sfumato blue leather strap and maybe the most recognizable one on a bi-material bracelet made of titanium and steel, which is a very new innovation at Montblanc, and which I believe, you know how difficult it is to create a new bracelet, Jörn, I believe will be one of the key successful piece in this new collection. We are really excited to show you this hero product here today.
Talking about heroes, I know you will be revealing your new brand ambassador soon.
Absolutely. In fact, we're very happy to announce the Golden Globe winner, Taron Egerton, for his movie Rocketman, as one of our brand ambassadors. He will be wearing our 1858 Geosphere watch in blue. Very proud to reveal our new brand ambassador here today for the first time, so as a major exclusivity for all our customers online. Well, indeed, there certainly are other additions. I could, for example, add the 1858 split-second chronograph, combined with a 44mm full satin finished grade 5 titanium case. First thing, that movement is made entirely in our manufacture, even the hairspring, all handmade and hand-finished. Also, a very interesting feature of this timepiece is the enamel dial that is crafted from full gold and adorned with a blue grand feu enamel technique. Then we added a very recognizable snail shape tachymeter scale in the center of the watch and a telemeter scale on the internal flange inspired by a Minerva chronograph of the 1930s.
Outside of the blue novelties for 1858, are there any other pieces to share with us in this collection?
Well, again, I could mention the new 1858 automatic 24 hours and the 1858 monopusher chronograph featuring vintage aesthetics with new color dials, case elements that are made of a special alloy of bronze. That is very interesting because it acquires a beautiful patina over the years and also using unique complications, of course.
I would now like to ask David Cerato, Managing Director for the watches category. You've been busy at work with the heritage product line as well. The line is inspired by historical Minerva classic wristwatches from the 40s and 50s. Is that right?
Yes, definitely the inspiration are the 40s and the 50s, so the pinnacle of elegance, a lot of details, textures, use of color, definitely a sartorial approach.
So what makes these timepieces stand out, David?
The three pieces that we present have definitely the three of them a sartorial touch. The first one is a new version of the Heritage Automatic, matching a green, a very particular dark green that we call vintage British green, with a gradient tone and very nice lacquer dial, and a yellow gold case. The matching of these two color gives really a very strong feeling of the 50s. The second one is a new edition of the Heritage Monopusher automatic chronograph with a beautiful pink salmon dial, the one that we used last year on the pulsograph. This color has been sampled from an original Minerva dial from the 40s. And finally, the chronograph monopusher manual with a pulsographic indication, limited edition 100, now coming with a beautiful burnt caramel gradient dial, very warm, with the addition of superluminova in the indexes and in the numerals, matching with a particular lacquered dial that is called tense lacquer dial, very bright, very deep, playing on the two different finishing of the dial, on a pink gold case, and with our beautiful chronograph monopusher, the 13 lines, coated in pink gold, so that when you flip the watch, you can really enjoy at the maximum this beautiful, unique movement matching a unique, beautiful case.
Last but not least, Nicolas, I know the manufacturer has been hard at work on the Star Legacy line. On that takes inspiration from Minerva, pocket watches and early wristwatches that were made during the late 19th century and the earliest 20th century. It is definitely more of a formal look now.
Yes, you're right. We characterize it as the spirit of formal elegance. One of our hero pieces is the Star Legacy chronograph day and date with a 43mm stainless steel case with a domed sapphire crystal on the front and day and date displays in apertures at 3 o'clock. The Star Legacy is very important because that's really the original line at Montblanc watches that was created now more than 20 years ago. I'm glad we had the opportunity to share our 2020 vision as well as our new timepieces with all of you. Thank you again for joining us for this virtual session. We are looking forward to a time in the not so distant future where we can be together again in person. And until then, stay safe, take care, and be kind.